Ever been enchanted by those fluttering butterfly ears and a personality that lights up the room? That's the magic of owning a Papillon. These little dogs bring an incredible mix of joy, fun, and an unpredictability that's truly one of a kind. So if you're already a Papillon parent or considering getting one, this one's for you. Here are 8 things that only Papillon owners truly understand. And hey, if we missed anything, don't hesitate to share it in the comments below. Number 1. Papillons can read your mind, or so it seems. Ever notice how sometimes it feels like your Papillon knows exactly what your next move is? That's because these little dogs are true masters of communication. Their bright, expressive eyes are constantly locked onto yours, searching your face for any hint of what's coming next, be it a walk, a treat, or just some cuddles. It's like they have a built-in radar for your emotions. But it doesn't stop there. Papillons are pros at getting your attention too. Ignore them at your peril. They'll employ a range of adorable tactics, from gentle paw taps and playful barks to dramatic sighs and the classic head tilt, to signal exactly what they're feeling or want from you. At times, they don't feel like dogs at all, but rather tiny conversationalists who know how to make their needs known. In fact, one Papillon owner shared, "The most surprising thing is how they're constantly searching your face for answers, straining their little pap brains to understand what you're saying to them." Their high intelligence means they're always trying to decode your words, and most of the time they're spot on. And let's be honest, you might find yourself having full-on conversations with them. No judgment here. Number 2. It feels like they can never stay clean for long. If you're a Papillon parent, you've probably discovered that keeping these little furballs clean is a constant challenge. Their gorgeous, flowing coats are a sight to behold, but they're also magnets for mess, especially when it comes to bathroom breaks. You might have expected some upkeep, but who knew such a small dog could get into such big messes? One moment, they're pristine. The next, they're wearing evidence of their latest outdoor expedition. Those long hairs around their legs, tail, and chest seem to have a knack for attracting unwanted souvenirs, including urine. However, owners have tried all sorts of tricks to tackle this issue. Trimming the fur in areas can help, but go too far and you risk giving your pup an unintended makeover or affecting their ability to regulate body temperature. Wrapping their tails during walks might earn you some funny looks, but hey, it's effective. And while frequent baths seem like a solution, overdoing it can dry out their sensitive skin. Keeping a Papillon clean might be a challenge, but it's all part of the joy of owning one. Number 3. Looks can be deceiving with a Papillon. When I first heard Papillons were lap dogs, I didn't realize they meant they would be running laps around the house. All jokes aside, don't let their delicate frames and butterfly ears trick you. Papillons are like tiny athletes wrapped in fur. They're far more energetic and agile than they appear at first glance. With a natural talent for jumping, they can leap onto high furniture or navigate an obstacle course with the grace of a gymnast. In fact, many owners are amazed when their Papillon effortlessly hops onto the couch or bed, sometimes even before you can say, "Stay down." One minute, they're your cozy lap companion. The next, they're zipping around like they've had one too many treats. However, all that athleticism comes with a bit of responsibility. Their love for high places and jumping can put stress on their tiny joints and backs as they get older. To keep them safe, consider adding ramps or pet stairs to your furniture. This simple addition can prevent injuries and keep your little superstar in top form. After all, we want them to keep soaring, but maybe not off the highest bookshelf. Number 4. They're essentially mini border collies. All the videos and articles talk about how smart these dogs are, but you really have no idea until you actually own one. In the Papillon community, they're often called miniature border collies, a nickname that perfectly captures their remarkable intelligence paired with their boundless energy. Like border collies, Papillons tend to excel in agility and obedience, eager to tackle challenges that test their sharp minds and nimble bodies. But let's not get carried away with the comparison. While border collies are workaholics, Papillons are more about fun and games. They're mainly talking about intelligence here. Seriously, have you ever tried to outsmart a Papillon? Good luck. They'll learn your next move faster than you can say fetch. The good news is that their brilliance comes in an adorable, compact form perfect for cuddles after playtime. So if you want the brains and spirit of a border collie without the big size, your Papillon fits the bill. Number 5. Papillons are kings of the backyard jungle. Who would have thought that beneath all that fluff and those butterfly ears lies the heart of a tiny hunter? And no, they weren't bred for hunting, not even close. However, that doesn't stop your Papillon from believing they're the fiercest predator in the backyard jungle. You might catch them stalking lizards, chasing butterflies, or zeroing in on that elusive squirrel that dares to trespass on their territory. It's both adorable and a bit hilarious to watch your little pap barking at a bush, convinced their prey is still hiding there long after it's scampered away. Some Papillon parents even report their pups bringing trophies like the occasional mouse or, yes, even a rabbit. And let's not forget their relentless pursuit of flies inside the house. Your 5-pound warrior might just be the best pest control you've ever had. Their determination is unmatched. They'll zigzag across the room, leaping off furniture in hot pursuit of that buzzing intruder. While their hunting antics can be entertaining, they can also get a tad noisy. Repeated barking at empty bushes might test your patience and your neighbors. But even so, it's hard not to admire their spirited enthusiasm. Number 6. Water is either their worst enemy or best friend. When it comes to water, Papillons are all or nothing kind of pups. There's no in-between. Some act like a single raindrop might melt them, tiptoeing around puddles with the precision of a tightrope walker. Suggest bath time, and they suddenly become expert escape artists, vanishing in the blink of an eye. On the flip side, other Papillons dive into anything wet with pure joy. These water enthusiasts will splash in kiddie pools, chase after sprinklers, and leap into lakes without a second thought. Their enthusiasm is so contagious, you might find yourself joining in the fun, or at least snapping a dozen photos of your soggy, happy companion. It's always amusing how Papillons can have such opposite reactions to water. For example, one owner shared, "Both of mine hate water. They refuse to go out if it's raining. Once we start walking towards the water at the beach, they both start panicking and trying to run away." In contrast, another owner shared, "My 3-year-old girl will romp around our backyard. If you ask her, 'Is it raining?' she loves it. She also chases sprinklers and the hose when it's up." So whether your Papillon treats water like it's lava or can't resist a good splash, you know this quirk is just another part of their charming and unpredictable personality. Number 7. If you don't train them, they will train you. Papillons are masters at flipping the script. Skip a training session or two, and suddenly you're the one responding to their commands. Fetch the toy? Don't mind if you do. Treat time? They'll let you know. Every hour, on the hour. They're notorious for their intelligence and aren't shy about using it to get their way. Without proper guidance, they'll be the ones setting the household rules. You might find them claiming the comfiest spot on the couch or convincing you that walks at 5 a.m. are a brilliant idea. But here's the kicker. Training isn't just for them. It's for you too. Establishing boundaries and consistent routines helps both of you live harmoniously. Invest time in teaching them basic commands and good manners, and you'll have a delightful companion who respects the house rules. Neglect it, and you might find yourself on the receiving end of a cleverly orchestrated canine coup. Remember, with Papillons, it's all about who takes the lead. And trust me, it's better that you do than them. Number 8. When they have their minds set on something, there's nothing you can do. Have you ever tried convincing a Papillon to do something they simply don't want to do? It's like bargaining with a fluffy brick wall. Picture this. You're out for a leisurely stroll, but suddenly your Papillon sits down and won't take another step unless you head in the direction they prefer. Or maybe, after a fun session in the backyard, you signal that it's time to go inside. Just then, your pup darts off with a mischievous glint in their eye, pausing halfway down the driveway to see if you'll join the chase. These little dogs have a stubborn streak that can both amuse and frustrate you. When they've made up their minds, whether it's refusing to budge on a walk or deciding playtime isn't over yet, no amount of treats, praise, or favorite toys will change their decision. However, their determination is a charming part of their spirited personality. Sure, it might test your patience now and then, but it's hard not to smile at their unwavering resolve. At the end of the day, life with a Papillon is full of surprises. And who wouldn't admire a little dog with such a big sense of self? Hey, if you enjoyed this, you'll probably love this video here. And if you hit subscribe, I'll donate a meal to a rescue dog on your behalf.